month it was pretty much instant cutoff from a support system that I had, with family. It was just basically gone. And actually, for the first, I don't know, maybe for quite a while, I was kind of accepted in the mosque, but not really felt like a part of it. Hardly anybody, if anybody would talk to me, I'd go there, I'd sit alone. So that was still a struggle that, finding out how to do things, who to ask questions was still a struggle, at that point. The sermons were not in English. I took my wife and daughter to one, and they're like, what are you doing? You can't, what are they saying? You don't even know what they're saying, how could you be following this? But, it was Imam Hussein, Islam, gave me the patience, the commitment to see this through. Then the center had to move, and I showed up to help them move, and after that they said, okay, he's not, he's okay, he's all right. And so then it was more accepting, and then actually my company made me move to Seattle, and there's a center there, the Zainab Center, Imam Abbas Elias, and that was fantastic. What a great center that was. That was the first time I'd heard everything was in English, and I was like, oh, mashallah, I can understand what's going on, and I can really get some more education and stuff. It was really nice. So then I felt like I started to get more of a support system and more accepted and easily. And here in Chicago also, everybody's been very, very welcoming and accepting and stuff. So it's been very nice. So just initially it was rough, because I thought, okay, do I have to learn Farsi and Arabic to know what's going on here? It was tough. My marriage ended after 25 years. But mashallah, Allah was taking care of me in that respect. It's given me a new wife. So it was a tough conversion as far as family life and stuff, but the important thing was to keep, how does Allah want us to worship and understand Him and practice religion. So that was my conviction was really strong in that, and it's still just as strong. And so I knew I needed to see it through despite what might happen. But not speaking English, I think it makes it feel like it's a foreign religion. It's not, and this is Allah's religion. It's supposed to be, it's for all mankind everywhere. It's not just a Middle Eastern religion, right? It's Allah's religion. And so it needs to be understood by people wherever they are, right? And so when I was a Christian, I could invite somebody to the church, okay? And first of all, the minister would be at the door, greeting you when you came, and then he'd be at the door thanking you when you left. And you could invite somebody to your service, right? And they can understand, they can hear the message. If it's not in English here, like what happened with my wife and daughter, it's like, okay, what did they say? I don't know. Then why are you doing this? Well, because, I read the Quran and what I'm saying, and they're like, well, you're crazy, So if it's not in English, you're going to be more reluctant to invite somebody, right? How are you going to invite somebody to the mosque? And they're not going to understand what's being said, and you can't tell them what's being said because you don't speak Urdu, or you don't speak Farsi, or you don't speak Arabic. That's a challenge, and I think that's a hurdle. And if it's spoken in the local language, then I think that does help make it seem less of a foreign religion. You know, it's kind of, you know, like I say, it felt like, okay, it's a Middle Eastern, or it's a third world religion or something like that. But it's not. You know, it's for all of us, and so we all need to be able to understand. And you know, unfortunately, you know, I might not be able to pick up Urdu instantly or Arabic or whatever. So, you know, the message needs to be, you know, the prerequisite should not be that you have to speak a particular language to get the message, right? To get the message, and then, you know, you can start learning the language. You know, I've learned a little bit of Arabic and stuff, but to get that initial message, you know, you need to hear it in your local language. So, the Ahl Bayt is that's our link to Allah. If you want to know how to worship Allah, then the Ahl Bayt is the path. They're the ones that are going to teach you. All our du'as, they're really wonderful. They're super encompassing. They will teach you how to approach Allah. And like when I went on the ziyarat, that was like I said, it was the most rewarding experience of my life. And I can tell you that the Ahl Bayt, that they are alive. When you go to those shrines, it's a living place. And it's not living because of all the people. It's living because the Imam is there, and he wants to connect with you, and you can make that connection, and it's really powerful. And just if you practice and read and study about what the Imams have left us, their hadiths, the Sahifa Sajada. If you look at all these things, you know, they teach you, one, not only how to become closer to Allah, but how to be a better human. You know, how to you know, to stop doing things and to realize that doing the right thing is actually does make you feel better than doing something you might do otherwise that gives you some kind of temporary satisfaction or something like that. But they're much following the Ahl Bayt. It's like the perfect recipe. You know, if you follow this recipe, you're gonna come up with something really fantastic. They, you know, the reading Nahj al-Balagha, it's just incredible. The insight that the Imams have into the human psyche is just really incredible. Just the things that they've said just give you incredible insight, demonstrates their incredible insight into the human psyche, into how you can be a better person and help humanity at the same time moving closer to Allah.